And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only...
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 carries, 51 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Toronto.
Operating from the gun. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Leonard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is a Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Smart. They'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rich had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 18-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Toronto.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Rich. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 pass.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Looking to throw. Smart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Smart. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have him a little bit off balance.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. Triplet. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On first down, Smart. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Smart. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Smart.
Over the middle, he's got Parker.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Parker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Smart. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Back to throw. Rich. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Looking to throw. Rich. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll go down at the 28. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Toronto.
Off play action. Rich. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Smart. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Right side caught by Jackson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Smart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Smart.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Smart. He'll get this to Ward. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down. Smart. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Smart. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Cowboys trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Rich. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 49ers, 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
1st down, Bison.
On 1st and 10, Rich. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Smart. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Niners set to take over on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 38 now, here's second and 3.
Back to throw. Smart. It's caught by Jackson. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Smart. That's caught by Jackson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
1-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action. Smart. On the move to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the Toronto first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
On second down now, Holiday. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. This offense so far on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Bison.
Off the play fake. Rich. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
He'll get it inside the 20. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Smart. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Smart. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Smart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Smart. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs, and they have to officiate block and charge.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw. Smart. That's complete to Ward. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Unnecessary run. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
In motion is Ward.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Up the middle they go. Holiday.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The offense on third down, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. Rich. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. On first down, Holiday to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I like it. I like
On second down, Holiday. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, Holiday. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Toronto, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.